I'd just like to say hi to my mum, who's listening.
This isn't the Grammys.
Apparently.
What's your mum's name?
Come on. She's all the way in Australia.
Mrs. Ali.
What's your mum's name?
Pamela.
Hello, Pamela.
Hi, Pamela.
Hello,
You
Pam.
better be listening, Mum.
G'day, Pamela.
Said you would.
Got a lovely daughter, Pam.
G'day, Mum.
Hello.
Okay, that's all.
All right, so
Got to send the love out, you know.
playing recorded previews from Ali's forthcoming record. Ali Carter, resident Australian in New York, fantastic singer-songwriter.
Thank you, Hal.
We'll be playing recorded stuff later, but now we've got live in the studio with a very tiny guitar with only
Yes.
4 strings.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what it is. I can't bring myself to say the word.
God.
It's a
No
ukulele.
discrimination, okay?
Yeah, it is. So, what are you going to do for us, Ali?
Well, I am going to play a song called He Chose to See the Sun. Yeah. And, yeah. Took a long time to finish it.
Did it?
Yeah. It's one of those that I had like a hook for, and then it's like 10 years later I finished it. It's one of those. So
10 years. Are
yeah,
you serious?
I'm not even kidding.
Oh my gosh.
And the little uke helped facilitate me finish it.
It's a fantastic instrument. I'm
It's
just
so
kidding.
easy that it's just helping me write, you know.
Awesome. It's a great song.
Little
Let's hear
guy
it.
for now.
All right, darling.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ali Carter, He Chose to See the Sun.
All right.
Yes, he did.
Okay. He's caught between the comfort and the cold, the hard face of the world and the beautiful, great untold. But the quicksand he's sinking in, he's howling into the wind. And the day's like night, and the night, it don't mean a thing. He was drowning in anger, no one saw him. Round him the loudest clouds, the thunder roared above him and from his tongue. But he chose to see the sun. The need inside just smoking like a fire, so fuel the blaze of this raging earthly desire. But that quicksand he's sinking into, he's howling into the wind. The day's like night, and the night, it don't mean a thing. He was drowning in anger, no one saw him. Round him the loudest clouds, the thunder it roared above him and from his tongue. But he chose to see the sun. Yeah, you got an ache, you got an ache. You need to break on through. Face the music, see the sun. Polish it up, bring the pain undone. I know it's an ache you can't break. On down and through it. Face the music, see the sun. Polish it up, bring the pain undone. He's still caught between the comfort and the cold. But now he's got the world on a string and it's beautiful. No quicksand as he's sinking into, he's laughing into the wind. And the days and nights, they mean everything now. He'd been drowning in anger. Oh, just a little blame blip blip blip. He was drowning in anger and no one saw him. Round him the loudest clouds, the thunder roared above him and from his tongue. But he chose to see the sun. Oh yeah, you got an ache, you got an ache. You can break on through. Face the music, see the sun. Polish it up, bring that pain undone. I know you're aching, can break on through. Face the music, see the sun, polish it up, bring the pain undone. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, he chose to see the sun. He chose to see the sun. He chose to see the sun. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I had an out-of-body experience in the middle of that.
That was Ali Carter
Thanks.
doing a acoustic version of a song that's going to be on her new album coming out this summer.
Yes.
Yeah, Songs
yes.
of Longing.
Indeed.
So, Ali, tell me, what do I want to know? There's a lot of things I want to know. Why is the album called Songs of Longing?
I think there's an element of longing in a lot of my songs. And songs of longing. It's kind of, that would be the very short answer. Yeah, I don't know. I just, that sense of always, that sort of insatiability I connect with, and that grace of not knowing and of sort of sitting inside of that is a feeling that's quite, you know, yeah, I have a, I think I'm tongue-tied.
And was
I don't
it?
know how else do I say it? It's
was
just,
it? Did it
yeah.
come to you easily? Because I know, from my experience with making records, that the actual title of the album, and just for anyone who makes a record, can sometimes be the hardest thing in the world. Is you do all this work, you write all these songs, you put a body of work together, and then, you know, you have to name it something, and that can sometimes be the hardest thing in the world. Was it difficult for you, or did it just pop up?
Yeah, it was actually, I did a short sort of demo of songs a few years ago, and I titled it that, but it wasn't released. So it's sort of been around for a while, that title, and I'd been sort of tossing up different names for the album, and I thought, well, it's going to evolve and it will become clear, and then I just went back to that title that I'd used before, because and when I look at each song, like I was trying to say earlier, there's this
That's
sense,
what they are. They're songs of longing.
There's this sense of longing, you know, of for this, for that, but not in a way of like desperation or lack. It's just, it's sort of, you know, and it, you know, desire and all these things that we feel, and
you
you
also
know.
said that, which kind of struck me, that
say?
one song took you 10 years.
Oh.
So
Right.
I want to know the rest of the songs on the album. How did they come about? Sort of, did some of them happen quickly, and did you sort of gather songs around that had been kicking around for a while, or how did you put the record or choose the songs?
Right. Yeah, actually, I started playing that song. I started writing, I got the lyrics for many years ago, but when I started playing the ukulele a couple of years ago, I just went on this writing frenzy, because the uke has sort of facilitated me writing a lot of songs, because I can't really play piano, I can't really play guitar, and I'm not a great musician. I kind of would figure myself as more a singer and lyricist first, because I've always been writing words and lyrics and poetry. And then the uke, which my grandfather used to play, and I used to sing along with him when I was little, and he'd change the key, and I'd sing along with the different key, you know, he's like testing me out, you know. Can she really sing? That's what my mum says anyway. Hi, Mum.
Hi, Pamela.
Hi, Pamela, in Australia, in Perth.
Pamela.
In Harvey.
Australia.
Love you, mate. I digress. Yeah. Anyway, cut a long story short, I started playing the uke and all these songs. I wrote a song about my niece, you know, which hopefully will be on the album. You know, there was over a 3-month period, I wrote like 10 songs or something like that, and I just, they just all came out. And since then, like since my time, since being in New York, which sort of I've been coming and going for a few years, but I'd say half of the songs on the album are from that time when I first started playing, and then half of them are sort of much newer.
Wow.
Back to Ali Carter, going to play some tracks, not even hot off the presses, unmixed, unmastered, pre everything, embryonic recordings, well, a bit more than that. Philosophy of Hope. Anything?
Yeah. Anything? Got anything to say?
Anything to declare? Let's just play the song.
Nothing to declare.
Yeah, right. I think it speaks for itself anyway.
Let's go. Philosophy of Hope, Ali Carter.
These salty tears don't sting my eyes. I realize and my spirit flies. I'm with you, yeah, with me too. And we've got so much more to do.
Yeah.
The organic and hypnotic sound of Ali Carter.
So beautiful.
Philosophy of Hope from the forthcoming record, Songs of Longing. When's it coming out, Ali? Any clues?
Well, yeah.
And how is it coming out?
What you mean?
On a record,
digitally,
on a CD, on iTunes?
It'll be on iTunes and...
all the usual suspects.
Yeah. We're looking at like probably June, so early summer.
Hurry up, will you?
Yeah.
I'm dying to get my hands on it.
It's very close. And we got like got the wonderful Archie Bemis playing piano on a few tracks.
Yeah.
Awesome New York, Brooklyn composer, singer, pianist. Shout out to Archie. He's awesome. Look him up. I feel really lucky to have him play on a few of the tracks, and yeah, it's slowly getting there.
Do you consider this your debut album?
Yeah, it is.
Jolly good. A lot of hopes pinned on this.
Just putting it out, just throwing it out there.
That's all you can do, I guess.
Play
another song, shall we?
Yeah, I got hopes pinned on this. Oh, my hopes are wrapped up in this.
Or it's back to the hotel for me.
Back to somewhere.
Back to cleaning the boarding house.
Hi, Mum. In Perth.
Exactly. Perth, Australia.
All right, tantalising title. On the next track, we'll let you explain yourself afterwards. This
Oh,
is
right.
Ali Carter. Ali Carter from Songs of Longing, Sex and Cigarettes.
Ooh.
You light up the night, the music in me. Take one more drag and one more bite. I know it's bad, but I made my peace. The interplay and this arrangement, we'll put it down in 5. We'll play it all night long till our memories get it right. My heart's in a jar, my needs through the roof I will, and I shoot myself to pieces with my loving attitude, yeah. My heart's in a jar and needs through the roof I will, and I shoot myself to pieces with my loving attitude. Sex and cigarettes will feed me up tonight. So heavy with regret, but I do it all again. On the dark side, on the dark side. It's where I like to hide, yeah. My heart's in a jar, my needs through the roof I will. Say I shoot myself to pieces with my loving attitude, yeah. My heart's in a jar, my needs through the roof and I shoot myself to pieces with my loving attitude. Ooh, oh yeah, yeah. I fall again, I fall again, I fall again, again. My heart is stuck, my need is up, and I shoot myself to pieces again, yeah, again.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
We do love that one.
Merci.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Sex and Cigarettes. What might that be about?
Well, that one is about self-sabotage. And,
We have a question from Tweederland.
oh yeah. What we
How
got?
did you write the song? How did it come about? It sounds tragic but gorgeous. How did it come about?
Usually I have a lot of lyrics and poetry and things I've scribbled down, and then I'll find a progression that I like, and sort of marry the two. That's how sort of
That's your process?
That's my usual process. Like, yeah, like I'll and then while I'm there crafting, you know, I'll be obviously changing the lyrics around and putting it into a song form. That's one of my favorites. I really love that, the progression in there.
It's got a sweet sadness.
My heart's in a jar.
Beautiful,
It's
girl.
like, you know, and back to the title, this is a longing kind of song too. And I think it's about sort of that feeling of self-annihilation. So joyful and happy. I
want to go back to your process for a minute.
Yeah.
Do you wake up and struck or hit by creative forces? Do you make time every day or a couple times a week to create? So does it hit you, or is it something that you sit down and plan to do?
Yeah. The process of writing is about sitting with it and being present with it, I think, for me. And I will, sometimes I get a melody idea and I'll record it on my phone. If I really need to play, or I'll be noodling on my uke, and then I'll find a nice progression that I like. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be like, oh, that lyric kind of fits the feeling of that music. So, it's like a little jigsaw puzzle for me, but I do need to, sometimes I'm really, really inspired and I write a lot. Like I'll go through periods of that and then I won't write. And I wrote this song called 97 Days when I was in Australia, and that was just high rotation on my brain station. And I couldn't, right?
High rotation on my brain station?
Could not. And that one's going to be on the album. I love the song, but it was really like I was sitting on my bed in Coogee in Sydney. I went home to get my visa and all that, and that song, I was feeling really glum, and the birds are out flying in the rain. They really were. And then this verse began, and then I found like a feeling for that with the music. So not to waffle, but that's kind of it's piecing it together.
Wow. That's
mostly
Ali Carter, interesting material. Interesting stuff.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Just beautiful.
Thanks.
The voice, the lyrics, the melodies.
Ali Carter on BboxRadio.com.
Look up tonight. The stars are out for you. But you shine as bright as what you do. And I see the great wide world inside of you that I just want to be open to. But love is always a riddle, and I'm getting caught in the middle. But now I'll be open to you. And now we got ourselves a better view of the moon. She sits up so high, night sky solitude. And meanwhile those stars, they dance between me and you. Oh, celestial pool. But love, it's always a riddle, and I'm getting caught in the middle. But now I'll be open to you. Open to you. So can I temporarily by and risk my life to love you? There's my stupid pride, yeah. Should I swallow up my pride and show you that I love you? It's time to turn the tide. Oh yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. I'll roll it up and I'll take it down. Always something to see, and then I hide. Can be too shy and then too free. Oh, 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 I just want you with me. Bad love is always a riddle, and I'm getting caught in the middle. But now I'll be open to you, open to you. But oh yeah, I just want to be. Oh, da, 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 oh yeah, I just want to be.
You're listening to Natchie Nightfly. It's BboxRadio.com, and we have Ali Carter here in the studio with us. And she's been playing and singing, and it's just been a total joy.
Thanks for having me.
So I wanted to know about, this is to do with singing really, or how did you start singing in Australia? Tell me how it all began.
You mean singing professionally, or just
or just
general?
when music started in your life, and then leading up to your first professional gig, how old you were, what you did in your first, up to 20 years, I don't know.
Sure. Well, like I mentioned earlier, I come from a musical family. My mum's a music teacher, and she was always singing.
Pamela's a music teacher?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She was. She just retired.
Wow.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Australia. Good night, Johnny. Good night, Danny. Does anyone know where that's from? Johnny Young, Talent Time. Oh, I digress.
Yeah, no, I wanted to be on that show so badly.
Didn't we all? Anyway, so I just, singing with my mother and her record collection, and, I've just always sung. I've just always, singing around school, and, so I think when I left school, I actually did a few productions with the Gilbert and Sullivan Society, which was like a whole lot of fun and lots of ridiculousness.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I started singing jazz. I did some studies and put a band together. And
you did some studies?
Yeah,
what
I went
did you
to
do?
the con. I did jazz workshops. I don't have a music degree or anything like that.
You don't need one, apparently.
I just sort of did a bit of filling in the gaps here and there, and but I have a great love of jazz music, and I put a trio together, and I was playing around Sydney. And
but how did you, growing up in Sydney, in Australia, Perth and Sydney, how did you find jazz, or how did jazz find you?
Well, it's like, my mother had like Frank Sinatra records and jazz records. She had a really eclectic record collection, really good folk music, and there was all sorts of stuff in there. There was even some like weird, some weird random dance music that I was like, Mum, what are you doing with this in here? And Xanadu and all that, and like storybooks, like those amazing stories with music and so
when the bell rings, you turn the page.
Yeah, that stuff, love it.
The best.
And so Mum would sing stuff, jazzy stuff, around the house, and I remember having a conversation with her when Ella died, and I was really young, and she went, she was saying how sad it was, and that was kind of my first. I was probably like 12. I remember thinking, oh, Ella, and having a conversation with my mum about Ella Fitzgerald and that she'd passed away, and and it was I'll never forget that because I love Ella so much. But that's kind of how it sort of evolved.
That's fantastic.
From